All right, FightHype.com here with one of the best middleweights in the world, top contender Willie Monroe. Willie, I want to ask you something, man. You fought all the best. Right. Golovkin. Who's the most deserving challenger out of his mandatories, Canelo? Who deserves the shot at Golovkin?
I mean, you got a couple guys. I think Danny Jacobs definitely deserves a rematch. That would be first on the roster, and then the only other person that has a belt besides him is Saunders, so he'll be next in line. Then if he doesn't get it, you got Jamal Charlo. So I mean, like, that would be my order: Jacobs, Saunders, and then Charlo.
You gave both Billy Joe and Golovkin two of the toughest fights of their career, so you know them better than anybody. Who would win in that fight?
I still think Golovkin would win that. The only person that I think could possibly beat Golovkin right now, really give him some problems and possibly beat him, is either Jacobs or Canelo if Canelo cleans that whole thing up, you know, at right now.
I gotta ask you, because you were saying Jacobs and Canelo, they're probably the two most worthy guys for Triple G. Right. Does that mean you think Triple G would beat his WBC mandatory Jamal Charlo? Who do you think will win that fight?
Jamal Charlo hasn't fought, you know, at middleweight that long, and who did he beat at junior middleweight that says, hey, this guy could give Golovkin some trouble? You know what I'm saying? Like, Jacobs beat credible guys. Canelo's beat countless credible guys. And I'm not saying Jamal Charlo didn't fight any credible guys, but he hasn't fought any guys credible enough for you to say, yeah, this guy could beat, you know what I mean, Triple G. Like, Triple G is the thing I could give that I say good about Triple G is he's not what you think he is from the outside.
What do you mean?
Like from the outside, you see him, you see a power puncher, and you think it's almost like David Lemieux. Like David Lemieux, you kind of know what you're getting. It's 1 + 1 = 2. He's coming at you throwing smoke for as long as he can. What's going on, baby? How you doing? For sure, nice to see you, bro. But Triple G's measured. He's skilled. Triple G isn't 1 + 1 = 2. He's an algebra equation, and you don't realize that until you're in there with him. It's not just, oh, I do this or I do that. You got to be able to switch up on a drop of a dime and be at full force the full fight like Danny Jacobs did, because if not, and he has that equalizer in both hands. So you gotta, I mean, Triple G, he's definitely a special and gifted fighter, man. So it's not what you think you see from the outside.
So yeah, because it's like, if he couldn't box, he would be David Lemieux. You know, if you do,
exactly, because I mean, like, people said, okay, well, a lot of people didn't give David Lemieux a chance, but there's a lot of people saying, man, David Lemieux got power too. Like, it's one thing to have power, man, but Triple G can take punches, he can evade punches, and he got power. If you got a man that say, I'm willing to take 2 to land 1, and he know that 1 is a game changer, you don't really care. So, and he's skilled. I mean, he was an Olympian, a silver medalist. You don't get to that in the world without being skilled. Power doesn't get you there. Intellect and fight knowledge gets you there. Fight, what they call it, fight IQ. They gotta give Triple G his props. He's just an awesome fighter. I'm a fan of boxing, so it's not hard for me to give other guys props, even if they're in my weight class, because I love fighting.